Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Novgorod, where we're going for the Frozen Assets achievement, singular, in which we have to have 90% trade power in the Baltic Sea, White Sea trade node, not Baltic Sea, White Sea, and also have that node to be the most powerful trade node in the world. We have neither at the moment. Trade power is going to be relatively easy, but getting it to grow is going to be really hard. Especially since we've been on our way of stopping being a merchant republic, because we've been growing so much. I decided to core some extra land that's going to slowly drift us towards a monarchy, which is fine, but it's going to lose us this bonus merchant from being a merchant republic. Which means we have one less merchant to, in the end, steer the trade that we need into the White Sea. And we're definitely going to need a merchant in Novgorod, in Kiev, Crimea, and or Astrakhan. That's already 4 merchants that we need. And then I probably want merchants down here too, but that may or may not be necessary. So we're going to need 4 or more merchants. Right now we have 4 merchants. We're going to lose 1 when we stop being a merchant republic. We're going to gain 2, I think, from trade ideas. 2 merchants, which is good. That puts us up to 5. Oh, we even get 6 merchants. Yeah, 1, 2, and the final idea. So we get 6 merchants. That's good. That's good. That gives us a bit of leeway. And then we have the option, theoretically, of picking up an additional merchant in expansion ideas, but I don't really want expansion ideas at all. I was thinking about going quantity ideas for the first time on this channel, mostly because they're, well, it's a decent, some people say really good combat idea group. And also, it has a 20% goods produced modifier that we can use to buff up our trade value later on. That could be interesting. But it's not for now, of course. Otherwise, we're looking at taking an admin idea, I think, soon. And that's going to be either humanist or administrative. I've not really decided yet. Humanist is going to help us a lot with the religious unity problem that we're having, with general unrest from lots of expansion, separatism, all that. So it mostly means that we have very, very little unrest overall. And then it gives us some idea cost reduction for future idea groups, which is fine. Administrative would give us core creation cost reduction, which is really good. Mercenary cost reduction is fine. We have Streltsy, maybe we're not so reliant on mercenaries anymore. So maybe that's not super important. Possible advisors, admin tech cost minus 10% is obviously good, and number of states plus 5 is really good, because if you have a lot of land that we want to produce a lot of trade power and trade value, then we want it to be stated. Which, well, it's obviously currently not. So this is also an option, at least. Don't think we are going for religious or anything. And out of Diplo ideas, I don't know if I want any Diplo ideas aside from trade, and I think taking trade late is going to be fine. While money earlier is good, but I think other idea groups are better early on, and we just need these merchants in the end to finalize our achievement, hopefully. But that's how I think that's going to work. For now, what's going on? We have taken land from Sweden and obviously all this land from the Teutonic Order, reduced them to 1 province. We technically would have the possibility to switch to Prussian culture if we wanted to, and then form Prussia, which would make us a lot stronger combat-wise, but it would lose us another possible merchant here and 5% trade power globally. The Novgorodian ideas are not insane, but I think we might need the merchant. We might need the merchant. And the rest is just so bad. I mean, right now missionary strength is fine. Rep tradition is going to be useless soon. And the rest is just meh. Meh to the max. But still, this merchant might be necessary. So I'm not sure if it's worth. We would have to switch to Prussian culture and adopt Protestantism or the other one. Reformed, before we can actually form Prussia. That's probably not a great idea. What I think is a fine idea is to accept Prussian as a culture, because we're not can never hit the right button here. They have 17% of our development, and that reduces unrest, gives us more gains from it. I think it's fine to do. Karelian I'm not going to accept because it is going to be accepted once we become an empire, and we're going to become an empire eventually. Alright, admin, we don't have admin powers, so there's no real need to choose an idea group right now. Unrest in Danzig should now be going down to 0. These Lithuanians are going to rise up, most likely. The rest, not so much. Now, we want our next war to be against the Muscovites. We don't think we have a truce with Denmark anymore. We do not. So, we still have to be a tiny bit afraid of the idea that if we fight Muscovy, the Danes come in. If I were to declare war on Muscovy, for which I would need to have a diplomat, please come back home. If I were to declare war on Muscovy, we would not be able to call in any of our allies. Why is Poland not coming? Still super in debt. If they ever get out of that debt, then it's gonna be fine. Lost some trust for declining a call to arms earlier, but we kind of had to. And Bohemia is just not interested. Okay, so Poland the only option. We're low on allies at the moment. Are there any people who want to ally us? That's not the button I wanted to press at all. Go away. I was looking for here of alliance. Nobody just like that. Anybody large that would be interesting? How strong is AQ? Probably gets us into wars with the Ottomans. That doesn't seem like something I want to be doing ever. Especially not now. Transau? Not really. Scotland again. Who we allied before, just as a defensive thing. No, I don't think there's currently really a way to get a good alliance going. That's fine though. I think we have acceptable allies for the moment. Assuming that they go for defensive call to arms. How powerful are we compared to our rivals? I'm just getting back up on... we have... well, technically more troops than the Muscovites, and a lot more troops than the Danes. Muscovy does not have vassals anymore. They do have a friend though, right? But it's just Circassia. So I think we can probably beat Muscovy. Assuming that we are on similar or better military tech, which we are. Okay. So I see a Muscovite war in the future. Not right this moment though. Let's go back to improving with our friends. And keep on drilling here to get rid of those Danzigians, separatists. I'm not super scared of the Lithuanians because there's a fort here that's going to stop them from doing anything mean. So we can drill until they spawn, then stop drilling, get our morale back, and then go and kill them in Königsberg. That's going to be fine. I think I also want to finally drop off all our transports here. Just going to keep the big boats around because I can, I guess. Could sell these off, but that's too much hassle. I'm just going to delete them and build light ships instead. That's one too many light ship. Stop that. They are the separatists, so let's stop our drilling here. Regain that morale. They're going to attack Memel, but they're not going to do anything to Memel due to the fort in Königsberg. Bohemia's at war. No, they're not. Didn't you just say that they accepted Condottieri? Maybe it was the other way around. People actually accepting unlawful territory requests. That's adorable. We still have to fully core Königsberg. We don't have the admin for it at the moment. Speaking of admin, I think since we are now done with our military idea, and since we want an admin idea next and admin tech, I'm going to focus on admin now. So we're going to convert Varmia here. Let's do Riga. I'm looking for the rate between religious unity that we gain and time that we need. Maybe Danzig is even better. Let's do... Thinking about doing Danzig, yeah, it's fine. It's gonna mean that we get rebels again, but probably they won't rise up enough for it to matter. And I think this finally means that we turn off the edict here and turn on the edict. Oh, this is not stated yet. Probably want Pomerania to be state, right? Yes, I think. Let's just make it a state. It means we have more stuff to core. Ugh. Yeah, our poor admin power. Anyway, why I was really doing this is so I can turn on enforced religious unity, so we can convert a bit faster. Have less issues with rebels. Now, I want these to walk towards Königsberg, and then I'm going to crunch them. Babbling Buffoon, Hormuz attacking somebody, that's fine. Claims on Sweden. What do I want? It's all crappy land, right? Just give me 4, 3, 3, 3. This is horrible. I want like Irland. No. I mean, Stockholm, sure. But we can't even claim Stockholm, so... Can't also can't claim these. Well, can I even claim this place? Well, so let's claim it. Maybe we don't need to build more Danish spy network, but then again, our diplomats don't really have anything else to do, so I guess it's fine. How much is it to core Königsberg? There we go. That is cored, and now we just need Danzig and Varmia to be fully cored eventually. How's our autonomy doing in these places? It's fine. That's why we earlier increased autonomy to 100%, but it's fine-ish now. Ooh, Iberian wedding did not fire. Well, it fired, but they did not take it. Aragon did not, or Castile did not take the union over Aragon, and that would include Naples. Well, that's interesting. Come on, get moving. Or is this not Lithuania? Oh, it's Prussian. So they're not gonna move, so I actually have to crush them here. Fine. Something has to be done. We lose 50 Diplo power for free. Isn't that nice? Can take our land back. That's good. Can once again reduce rebel faction progress, but that we don't need at the moment. That's a good button to have in the... well, to have, I guess. And now let's sit on Danzig again and drill. Reduce the rebels there and get our drill going. Cool. I can invest in technology that is military ahead of time. I don't want that. I want it next year. I do want a core on Varmia, sure. And do I want any of these others to be stated? Tver? Tver's tempting. But we don't have the admin right now to core it anyway. Still gives us more... well, less autonomy. Brings the floor down to 50. So I think I do state Tver as well. It means we tank our tradition even faster. Maybe that's not a thing we want to do. It's very little gain for a lot of loss in tradition. Apparently our allies love us, so no need to keep that guy doing that. Could instead send him to improve with outrage countries, if there's such a thing. There is. Because of our aggressive expansion. Aggressive expansion, really? In Pomerania. Yeah, I guess it was right next door to you. I guess I see why you would be unhappy. But we're not planning on extending into you because you are in the Empire. Rather expand into Poland. Not that we really need Poland. Ooh. Gain army professionalism, irrelevant fort stuff, and 15 strategy progress. Yes, please. I don't think Poland, the Krakow trade node is ever gonna matter. No. Because we want to grab the trade in Kiev. Then again, that is Lithuania, which belongs to Poland, so maybe we still want to do this. But we'll see. I think power in Kiev is going to be important, so we're going to have Poland and Lithuania eventually, unless that unlikely event happens where they lose their junior partner thing. Which can happen. Great Horde, Embracing Renaissance, sure. We do have another institution that spawned the colonialism. And it's going to take forever to spread to us. I thought about developing it. It's going to cost us a lot, though, to develop it. Not sure we want to do that. If we do it, we probably want to do it in the White Sea trade node. Actually, no, that's not true. I was thinking the White Sea trade node because in the end we need a lot of trade in the White Sea trade node. But transferring trade, steering trades, actually multiplies the through-coming trade. So value in an earlier step, trade value in an earlier step of a trade chain is more valuable than in the end. So it's probably better to do it in the Novgorod node, at least. Because I plan to completely own the Novgorod node. I don't know why these need to be almost the same green though. Anyway, I plan to own all this for sure. And yeah, we want to grab these from Lithuania too. Crimea declared war on the Golden Horde. Yeah, we did break our alliance earlier to the Golden Horde. Golden Horde? Great Horde, right? Great Horde. So it's no surprise that they are now being murdered. Grab the new military tech, with only 4% institution penalty. Give us new infantry. Pike infantry, okay. Just one choice. And still don't want to hit that ability. Alright. Now, how much money are we making? Good amounts of money, so we should probably buy another advisor. We're already paying for a level 2 full price advisor here, which is insane to me. Might as well grab a level 1 Diplo guy, since you guys are not half price. Yeah, let's just grab a spy network construction guy. Not that we care about spy network construction, but it just gives us one more Diplo point every month. That's cool, and we do want to do the development thing, then we need that. Lose to inflation, excellent. Excellent, that brings us to almost no inflation, cool. That's a very good event to have. Conversion successful, Danzig is now ours. The right religion and everything. Königsberg is super important. But we currently have the edict on in Varmia, so let's do Varmia first. We probably want to move our troops then from here. This should drop down to very, very low unrest next month, I think. Yes. So let's drill in Varmia instead, but there we have a supply limit issue. Do we still have? Not a lot of mercenaries. Still, I like to not have issues with unrest. So we want to drop off 3 units. And the Merc is easy to drop off. And then I guess... who doesn't need the drill as much? Just grab 2 of these infantry. Put them to Königsberg, put the rest to Varmia. Where, thanks to maneuver on our general, they should not be taking attrition, and they're not. Cool. And then do this. Help those rebels. And I think once we have enough Star Network for another claim, then we're going to stop making claims on Sweden, because this land is really just not worth the hassle of even clicking. Shervan declared war on the Great Horde. Yeah, everybody's now eating up the Great Horde. That's fine. 35 is what we need for this claim. There we go. Pomerania claiming Danzig. I don't really care. Come home from Denmark. Now, that war against Muscovy that we're planning. Can we build up more troops for that? We can. There's actually room for 3 more troops. How close are we to taking Streltsy again? Quite far away. We're also capped on manpower, I think. Yes, so might as well just build 1, 2, 3 more guys. Cannons are still not strong, so I just want the 1 cannon for my sieges. It's going to be okay. Our Grand Captain has died. Let's grab a Morale of Armies guy, sure. Not that we need him at peacetime, but he gives us military power and we are going to have him at wartime, hopefully. I probably want to keep my ruler. He's only 41. He tolerates heretics and heathens, which is okay. Yeah, let's keep him. Keep tanking that Republican tradition. Maybe we can make a good dictator here. Collect a lot of money in the Baltic Sea, considering that it's not our home node. 5 targets from trade in the Baltic Sea. How strong is this node? Well, we have 38% power even though we're collecting here. It's pretty good. It's all these centers of trade. Would even be better if we had a merchant estate. Ooh, it's winter. We need to remove a guy here because of attrition. Gain authority or lose inflation? No, gain the authority, please. We're starting to actually have some authority here, 20%, which gives us not a lot, but a bit. And we can always turn on one of these icons for, I think, 20 years? Yes, 20 years. Development cost would be interesting if we do happen to decide to develop with an institution. Otherwise, well, improved aggressive expansion impact can be okay. And I mean, discipline is always just good for fighting. Unrest in a pinch. Yeah, it's good to have these available. I don't think I want to grab one right now. But having them available is good. In case we need to switch somewhere. And meanwhile, we're just getting a tiny bit of a bonus from not having that. One argument is to be made for selecting one now and then selecting another one in 20 years. Because when we have no authority, it's very easy to take the choice that costs us authority and then gains us a stability or something. But yeah, none of these are immediately important. So no, it's not. Genoa Trade League disbanded. Don't really care all that much. What I do care about is that I have money. Can I build more ships? I can. Bit more trade ships and also anything cool here. Acceptable churches, a decent workshop. Riga. I mean, we are currently collecting in the Baltic Sea, so getting more trade power in the Baltic Sea is good. So I guess we do this. Our long-term plans do not include the Baltic Sea, but for now it's a good source of money. And they don't simply because we can't steer from there to the White Sea. Which is a bit sad. Oh well. I'm interested in how well we're going to do at actually buffing up that trade node later on. Maybe it's just much harder than I give it credit for, and we would have to do much, much more than I'm planning for right now. I think I'm going to do Königsberg now. Yeah, sure, let's go Königsberg. Turn off the edict in Pomerania. No edict. Turn on the edict in East Prussia. And we still have unrest in Varmia. We shouldn't, right? No. So y'all can be in Königsberg. Yes, just move it. Drill in Königsberg and reduce the unrest there. Novgorod trade efficiency, trade range loss. It's a bit of a loss of money. Or we gain a mercantilism at the cost of 25 diplo power and we do not get these negatives? Yes. That is a quarter of the price that you pay if you hit the increase mercantilism button, and we don't get the negatives? Cool. I think I would have pressed the second button even if the first one was just do nothing. Probably. Now, what else can we spend that money on? We still have 300 ducats. We're pretty rich. Marketplaces are pretty much done. I don't think there's another good barracks. No. Don't want to build forts. Are there manufacturers I can already build? No. Also, I don't have the money for it. Oh, I could actually build thing here, but it's just not... No, we don't have a good place for manufacturers anyway. So, we might have to do that in the end. For our trade value, but right now, no. Where the hell is Curonia? Curonia. Okay. Is that a state I want? I don't think it is. What was I looking at? Building things. Right. Let's build that workshop. Make some money. And keep running. Lose 50 admin power for free. Oh, great. Choose to Lübeck and the Toots has ended. Do you still have friends, Mr. Toot? Or can I just eat you? Still allied to Denmark. That's impressive. Also in a trade league. Yeah, maybe I'm not eating you at the moment. I would like to eat... Oh, Circassia is dying to Crimea. So even that ally of the Muscovites... Oh, they're allied to the Ottomans now? You bastards. You utter... Well, so much for my plan to attack Muscovy. I'm not gonna fight the Ottomans, I need them to be busy. I mean, they are probably busy. No, they're not fighting at the moment. I guess we lose 5 tradition. And we're also taking attrition here. How much? Too much do we have here? Like a unit? Wait, let's just drop that mercenary. The 1 mercenary unit we still have. And our ruler died too early. I'm going to go for the bureaucrat because we want admin power now. Yeah, I need to drop off another unit here. Somebody who's relatively high drill already. Leave. Oh, it's because we lost our ruler who was a general, of course. New ruler, you are general also. You have a maneuver pip. You have nothing else, but you have a maneuver pip. That is enough to stop the attrition. Okay. The fact that you get almost free generals, even if they're crappy, while being a republic is quite nice. Then again, it means we don't have the ability to just grab a general from the nobles, which is not nice. Our expensive admin advisor died. We're making 1,000,000 ducats. I like this guy a lot more, but I think we still go for... It's probably production efficiency, since our trade is so important. Let's see what that does to trade. We're at 756 and 608. Grab production efficiency guy. 756, 608. And okay, half a ducat and half a ducat. It's almost a ducat gained there. That's more or less the same as we would have gotten out of tax. So it's not great. It's fine. The same as the tax guy. But yeah. So I can't declare on Muscovy. I can't declare on the Teuts without fighting the Danes again. So I guess I just want to fight the Danes again and expand into Sweden. Do you have other friends? Friesland still. And you're allied to Lübeck. So actually I would declare war on the Danes. So... and not co-belligerate the Teuts. Just crush the Teuts immediately. Then walk up there, beat the Danes and the Swedes, take some Swedish land. Which is not good land, but it's land at least. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do, because right now we cannot go into Muscovy. It's just a big no-no. Need the Ottomans to go to war with Austria-Hungary or something, assuming Austria-Hungary is even a thing, which is not. They're allied, but they're not actually a union. I probably still want my fleet to hide at war, right? Navies, Denmark has no heavies, sometimes galleys though. Yeah, the galleys are just gonna crunch our light ships. So you guys definitely go home at war. And then... just go for it? I mean, we really want the admin for doing other things than coring, but then again, I do want to expand. I do want to use the opportunity to expand. Aggressive expansion is... okay, it's not great. You could say that it's not great. Lithuania and Pomerania still care a lot about our aggressive expansion. And they would hate me taking Osterode here. I assume not a lot of people would care about me taking Swedish land, but they're probably also Catholic. Yeah, so... not that I can see it here. But yeah, they're Catholic, so these guys would also care a bit at least. And then we might get other people in a coalition. Maybe that's something for next episode. Sorry as I am to have another episode without a war. I don't think it would be clever to go for war right now. Yeah, 13 too many. I know. We are going straight towards despotism here. Which is fine. Except Austria is now considered a great power. We're losing great power status. That is... Austria overtook us here. With more development. Not a fan of not being a great power, because that means we're gonna drop down in power protection. So we really need that war. What the hell? I mean, why not? Why not declare this war at the end of the episode? That sounds like a thing, right? I meant to move you into Varmia. Assuming that I can fight the Danes and the Swedes without Polish help this time. Danes have 19,000 troops, and then there's how many Swedish troops and Norwegian troops? Sweden. It's 30,000, and then the Norwegians. Norway. 0. 0 is not a lot of troops. 0? Okay. I think we can fight this. And there's Friesland going. There's going to be Friesland, but it's gonna be fine. Let's declare war before we end this episode, so we do something here. Not on you though. On you. Declare war. Bringing in Friesland, the Teutonic Order, Norway, and Sweden. Could call in Bohemia actually, and without the promise of territory. I think I'm gonna do that. That is another 22,000 troops on my side. They're gonna annoy the people over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Call in the Bohemians for some rhapsody and confirm. Oh no, that's just a humility rival war. I'm a fool? Why though? I have claims on Sweden. Who is your junior partner? Why couldn't I... What did I do? I have claims on Sweden, right? Yes. Why could I not declare for that? Did I need to declare on Sweden themselves? Maybe I need to do that. Damn it. Yeah, so I guess we have a humiliated rival going on. So we are not expanding, but we're still getting a war. I guess that's fine. Denmark hiring some troops from Hamburg. That's also fine. The Bohemians doing this. And unfortunately, I won't even be able to piece out the Teuts for anything here. For land, because we declared as humiliated rival. Not really going as planned. It does help with our power protection issue. So that's good. Make a siege stack here. You have siege pips, right? Yes. So get the cav out. Drop a lot of the infantry. We need to go to what? 10 total. But there's some Streltsy here that can just be in there. A lot of Streltsy actually. Didn't realize we had so many Streltsy. Yeah, let's get some Streltsy out then. Don't need them to take attrition either. 9 and 1. There's a proper siege stack. You guys move out. My boats are hiding. That's good. And kind of feel like moving this army up here already. If small stacks show up, we can just crush them. And if big stacks show up, well, we have to consolidate again. We do have the backup of the Bohemians down here, hopefully, so we don't just get murdered by some Danes showing up. Milan preparing to attack Venice. Okay, anyway, end of episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing here and, well, want to see more of it, why don't you subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and say something down there in the comments. Ask me any question you want to, and comment on anything you want to. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.